So yesterday, not yesterday, but in the last lecture, we have considered about the Legendre polynomials, how we convert any function, any finite function in terms of the Legendre function that we have seen. And today we are going to start with the generating function for the Legendre polynomial. And what is it? Let us state that property and then we will try to solve it. Okay. So I am writing the property, that generating function for the Legendre polynomial. So write down the statement. Generating function for the Legendre polynomials. So first of all, when you understand the word generating, means we will have some kind of function which generates the Legendre polynomial. We have seen that Legendre polynomial is a finite series with specific terms. So those terms are actually generated by some function, and what is that function that we are going to see today? So it is nothing but 1 upon square root of 1 minus 2xt minus plus t square is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity Pn of x t raised to n, where the condition for t is not equal to 1. Okay, why it is not equal to 1, that we'll see in the proof. But you can see the coefficient of this series means coefficient of t raised to n in the entire series is Pnx. Pnx is nothing but Legendre polynomial that we have already discussed, and these polynomials are actually generated by this function, that it is 1 upon square root of 1 minus 2xt plus t square. So Pnx are generated by this function, and hence it is called the generating function. In fact, this is nothing but this expansion. If you see, it is p0x into t raised to 0 plus p1x into t plus p2x into t square plus up to plus. Means when you consider this infinite series, for the specific value of x, it will conserve to be this function. Means how beautifully you can see that this entire infinite series conserved to be this specific function, where the expansion of this particular function, actually this is nothing but 1 minus 2xt plus t square raised to minus 1 upon 2. So this function expands this infinite series, and you can see the coefficients in the infinite series of the power t are nothing but the Legendre polynomials. So expansion of this function will give you expansion in terms of the Legendre polynomials. So in fact, when you have such kind of functions occurred in your physical terminology, at that time you can write it in terms of the Legendre polynomials, and from the graphical behavior you can have the characteristics as well as some nature of this particular function, that how it will behave, that you can use using the Legendre polynomials graphical behavior as well as its characteristic via this function. So that is what the important of the generating function that we are going to see. So we want to prove that this infinite series is nothing but this function. So to prove this one, we have to know certain terminologies of the special functions. So what is that? So first of all, I will give you some notations, and then we will use it to prove this property, generating function relation property. Okay. So what is that notations and the terms? Let me consider it. Suppose I write the number a. A is any complex number, real number, whatever you want to choose, you can choose. I will write it in terms of the parenthesis, and suffix I will write it as n. What does it mean? This means, this notation means it is n factors corresponding to a, and how this n factors occurs. I will start it with a. The next factor I will add 1, so a plus 1. Next factor I will add 1 more, that is a plus 2. Next term will be a plus 3. In that way we have to consider n product. And what is that n product? So n plus n minus 1. So whenever I write, this is called a sub n. The notation is what you can say. We can speak it as a sub n, where this means it is a product of n factors starting with a, ending with the term a plus n minus 1. You can see, except this 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n minus 1. So there are n minus 1 term and additional 1 term means this product is n terms. So if I write here, and of course a0, where your n is in the natural number as well as 0. So when it is a natural number 1 to 0, you have to follow this one, and when n is 0, we will call it as just 1. Means a sub 0 is 1, a sub n is this n factors a plus n up to n minus 1. If you see this one, this is actually the generalized version of the factorial function. How? Because you know factorial function is only defined for the positive integers and the 0. Right? So here, this is the generalized version of the factorial function. How? If you see, once I consider a is equal to 1, so this is nothing but 1 sub n. Let us see on the RHS part what it will be. A is equal to 1, a plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 2, 3, and so on. 1 plus n minus 1. So this is nothing but n. So you can see 1 into 2 into 3 up to n. What is it? It is n factorial. And now this quantity is defined for any real number, not only real number, but you can see it is defined for complex numbers as well. So this is the extension of the factorial function. Second thing, using this, I can expand. The binomial theorem is also extended. How? If z is any complex number, then 1 minus z raised to minus a is nothing but the infinite series a sub n upon n factorial z raised to n, where n is running from 0 to infinity, and the convergence of this is, it is convergent in the open unit disk. Why this can be considered? Because z is any complex number. Once I will give you this result for the complex number, it is by default understood that it is used for the real number as well. So using this notation, now we can expand the any number which is of any factor of the form 1 minus something to the power minus something, then it will be the representation by this infinite series. Why I have considered this? Because I have written this as 1 minus 2xt plus t square whole raised to minus 1 upon 2. That minus 1 upon 2 cannot be expanded using the usual binomial theorem. So we have to go for the generalized version of it. And using this one, you can see it is the generalized version of the binomial expansion. And using this, we are going to expand this, and finally we will get this Pnx. That is what the outline of the proof. Right? So we will start with this one. Up to this, the notations, the results, all of these things are clear to everyone or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
किसी को कोई डाउट है तो अभी अनम्यूट करके पूछ लीजिए. If no, then you first write. Before proving this, you write. Before proving this, for A belongs to C, A sub n is equal to this. Or you can have for n belongs to n union 0, A sub n is equal to this, A sub 0 is this. यहाँ तक लिखो. Then, after this, you write down also the binomial theorem, also The binomial theorem is generalized. Binomial theorem is generalized as write down this one.
Ma'am, both Z and A can be complex numbers, right?
Sorry?
Ma'am, both Z and A can be complex numbers, ma'am.
Yes, it can be a complex number, both of them. Yet we are not going to, though we are not going to use it for the complex number, but this is the generalized one, and whenever you find it useful, you can use it for the complex number as well. That's why I have given you the generalized form. Right now, x and
Okay,
t
ma'am.
are the real number, so we are going to use it for the real number only, but they are true for the complex number as well.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Fine, all of you have written up to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so give it some number. Let me give it a star. Okay, so let us start with the proof now. Special function is one of the major branch of the mathematics, and this is the basic ABCD of the special function that I can say. The result we have used is. Okay, so like calculus, algebra, geometry, these are the branch. So similar to this, we have special function as one of the branch of mathematics, and these are the ABCD of special functions. So to prove this one, I need this results. That's why I have stated it. So let us start with the proof. So we will start with the LHS and we will arrive at RHS using some computations. These computations are tedious somehow. You have to understand it very carefully. So go step by step, and wherever you find out the difficulty, please raise your hand or you can unmute yourself and ask me the question. So from start, we have from start means I will start with the LHS, that is 1 upon square root of 1 minus 2xt plus t square, and this is nothing but 1 minus 2xt minus t. I will write it in this way, base 2 minus 1 upon, so that I can compare this factor with the 1 minus z. So z is this bracket now. So that is equal to, what is it? 1 minus z raised to, sorry, minus a is equal to, what is it? N is equal to 0 to infinity, a sub n upon n factorial z raised to n. And if you expand this, what is it? A sub 0 first. A sub 0 is 1, 0 factorial is 1, z raised to 0 is also 1. Then plus a sub 1. A sub 1 means, a sub 1
And
means,
factorial. And factorial.
a sub n 1 means, will it be n
Three sub.
factorial?
No.
A, ma'am.
It will be
A.
a. A
A.
sub n is nothing but a plus
A plus
1
1, A plus
a
2.
plus n minus 1. तो यहाँ पर n is equal to 1 means ये जो आपका फैक्टर है वो a तक जाएगा. तो a से स्टार्ट हो रहा है a तक ही जाएगा. That is just one factor, so it will just a. Then upon 1 factorial into z plus next term when you consider what it will be, a sub 2. N is equal to 2, so it will be a sub 2. So what is a sub 2? A sub 2 means यहाँ पे आपका जाएगा a plus 2 minus 1 means a plus 1 तक जाएगा प्रोडक्ट. तो a into a plus 1. So all you can consider a sub 2 है तो 2 factors आएंगे. तो a plus 1, 2 factors will be there. So here I will write a plus 1 upon 2 factorial z square plus what will be the next term?
A times a plus 1 times a plus 2 by 3 factorial.
A plus 1, A plus 2, Z raised to 3 upon 3 factorial. In that way it will be. So what is A in this case? A
Half.
is 1 by 2.
Minus 1
Minus
by 2.
1. Yes.
And Z is, now compare this with this one. So Z is 2xt minus 2xt minus t is your Z in this case. And A is 1 by 2. Let me write. Z is equal to 2xt minus t and A is 1 by 2. Z is 2 minus 1 minus Z is 2 minus A and 1 minus this factor raised to minus 1 by 2. So A is 1 by 2. So in this expansion it will be 1 plus a. A is nothing but 1 by 2 upon 1 factorial into Z. Z is this factor. So it is 2xt minus t. Okay. Then plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1. So it will be 3 by 2. So it is 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 upon 2 factorial into Z square. That means it will be 2xt minus t whole square plus next term would be 1 by 2 3 by 2 into a plus 2. A is 1 by 2, so it will be 5 by 2 upon 3 factorial 2xt minus t whole cube plus up to plus. Yes or no?
Ma'am, it's 2xt minus t square.
Sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
2xt
yes.
minus t square Z is
2x
equals
minus t
to.
square.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. Yes, it is. Minus t square. So here we have minus t square. Here also t square. Please make the correction of this. It will be t square. And what will be the nth term of this one? Nth term. कोई बताएगा मुझे? Second term है तो denominator is 2 factorial. Third term आप देखने जाओगे 1 2 3. This is third term. So in general, if I want to write down the nth power of this one, what should I write? nth power
One.
अगर इसका लेना है तो क्या होगा? nth power will be what? See, यहाँ पे आप देख लो, यहाँ पे क्या होगा nth term a plus 1 अब तो कहाँ तक जाएगा a plus n minus 1 upon n factorial into z raised to n तक जाएगा या नहीं? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
A is 1 by 2, so let us write the nth term from here. So what it will be? 1 by 2, 1 by 2 plus 1, that is 3 by
3
2,
by 2.
plus,
3
sorry,
by 2.
not plus, multiplication, 1 by 2
Um,
plus n minus 1 upon n factorial, and z raised to n means it is 2xt
2xt minus t square whole raised to n.
plus up to plus. Let us consider t raised to n, t common from all the terms. So what it will be? I am writing it from here. So 1 plus 1 by 2 into t. So 2x minus t will be the remaining factor from here. Then after simplification, what this one will be? Plus 1 into 3. And this is 2 into 2 into 2 factorial. So I can write it as, or let us consider 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 2 factorial because we want the generalized form of it. And now, see, this is the power square. This is the, what you can say, this is the quadratic power. So when I consider t common from this bracket, it will be t square. So t square and the remaining term is 2x minus t whole square. Plus next term would be, when I consider t common, it will be t cube, right? So 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 5 by 2 upon 3 factorial t cube common and 2x minus t to the power 3. And in general nth term if I write, it will be 1 by 2, 3 by 2 and so on. The factor 1 by 2 plus n minus 1 upon n factorial t raised to n common into 2x minus t to the power n plus up to plus. Okay, let us simplify this term. So first term is 1 plus 1 upon 2 t 2x minus t. Need to please mute yourself. Plus, now see here. It is in the numerator 1 into 3, 2 to the power 2. And with that we have 2 factorial. T square 2x minus t whole square plus next term आप देखोगे तो numerator is 1 into 3 into 5 1 into 3 into 5 in the denominator power of 2 is 3 so 2 cube into 3 factorial t cube into 2x minus t whole cube plus up to plus numerator will be what now see यहाँ एक मिनट यहाँ पर ध्यान दो सब 1 into 3 into 5 और ये जब जो 2 है आपका तो 2 आप एलसीएम ले लोगे तो 1 plus 2n minus 1 so 1 minus 1 gets cancelled so this factor will be now 2n and in the denominator how many factors are there total n many factors so in the denominator we'll have 2 raised to n into n factorial is it clear to everyone
Yes, ma'am.
जिसको भी डाउट है
Yes, ma'am.
करके मुझे पूछ लीजिए हाँ so this will be 1 into 3 into 5 and it will go up to 2n upon 2 raised to n into n factorial e raised to n 2x minus t whole raised to n plus up to plus this is the infinite series why because this is the infinite series so we'll have the resultant series will be also the infinite one and you can see binomial theorem में वो finite product आपको मिलता था whereas this expansion will be in terms of the infinite series यहाँ तक clear है सबको
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
if yes
Yes, ma'am.
yes तो हमें actually अभी करना क्या है we want the infinite series in this one infinite series तो हमें यहाँ से मिल गई कि infinite series मिलेगी लेकिन infinite series का फॉर्म क्या होना चाहिए we must have some powers of t first और जब powers of t आपको मिल जाएंगे then we will compare the corresponding coefficient and we must get those coefficients as p0 p1 p2 and so on so what we'll do we will find out the corresponding powers of t from all these factors and for that you can see this is just one power so this will not have any kind of you can easily see that the power of t for the first term 1 and power of t for the second term will be 2 in this case when you expand this is the quadratic expansion you can easily expand it but for the nth term if you see here are you able to see the last line where I have put my finger are you able to see to it
Yes, ma'am.
okay so
Yes,
this
ma'am.
factor you can see it is 2x minus t whole raised to n already you have t raised to n and when you expand this you will again have powers of t so in that way we have to find out the corresponding powers of t and then we have to compare the corresponding terms कौन से पावर्स कहाँ पर आएंगे जब तक आप एक्सपेंशन नहीं लोगे आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा so now what we'll do we will try to expand this term in terms of t raised to n and then we will compare the corresponding coefficient that what it would be right so here since n is your positive integer as well as 0 what is n n is nothing but it is the summation index 0 to infinity means it is the 0 as well as the positive integer. Therefore, I can expand this one, this factor using binomial theorem, right? And what it will be if you expand this using the binomial theorem. So I am writing it over here. It is just 1 by 2t 2x minus t. All these terms will remain as it is. 2 square into 2 factorial t square 2x minus t whole square plus 1 into 3 into 5 2 cube into 3 factorial t cube 2x minus t raised to 3 plus up to plus 1 into 3 into 5 it will go up to 2n upon 2 raised to n factorial t raised to n is already there and इसका binomial expansion क्या होगा? So for that I will write it as summation k is equal to 0 to n. Binomial expansion सबको याद होना चाहिए. In the previous lecture I have considered that as a plus b whole raised to n होता है तो binomial expansion is summation k is equal to 0 to n nck a raised to n minus k b raised to k, or you can have the interchange of this powers of a and b. So in this case it will be nck और 2x जो है वो आपका क्या है? Let us consider it as a and this as b. So you can see b is with the minus sign. So I will have the factor minus 1 raised to n 2x raised to n minus k into e raised to k. ये समझ में आया ना स्टेप सबको? And the last one plus up to plus. This is the infinite series.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So let us consider this expansion. I am rubbing the first line. थोड़ा ग्रुप हैवी है तो प्लीज आपका कंसंट्रेशन आपको ज्यादा रखना पड़ेगा.
N.
कौन बोला ये?
N.
Yes, it is n. nc1 is n and 2x raised to n minus 1 into p raised to 1 plus up to plus. कहाँ तक nth term तक जाएगा ये? This is the finite term, but we are not going to write the other terms because we don't need it. तो अभी आप देख सकते हो x के पावर्स मिले हमें, लेकिन आप t के पावर्स यहाँ पे आप देखोगे t स्क्वायर, यहाँ पे t raised to 4 मिलेगा, t क्यूब ऑलरेडी है, तो देयर इज अ वेरिएंट पावर्स ऑफ t। यहाँ पे आप जब ऐड करोगे तो t रेज टू n मिलेगा आपको पावर, इसको ऐड करोगे तो इट इज t रेज टू n प्लस 1, नेक्स्ट टर्म ऐड करोगे तो t रेज टू n प्लस 2 एंड सो ऑन। सो इन दैट वे अभी आपका जो एक्सपेंशन है दैट इज टोटली विद द पावर्स ऑफ t रेज टू n, बट इसका जनरलाइज्ड फॉर्म क्या होगा, दिस वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट। And to find out the generalized version, what we will do? See, यहाँ पे पहले हम t के पावर्स पे t स्क्वायर के पावर्स ऐसे नहीं ले सकते. We have to find out the generalized one, and for that what we'll do? We will consider first t raised to n के पावर्स की टर्म्स क्या होंगे. ये जो टर्म है उसमें t raised to n के कोफिशिएंट क्या होंगे. फिर ये जो सारी टर्म है उसमें t raised to n minus 1 की क्या होगी and t raised to n minus 2 की क्या होगी. Once you have three particular terms of the coefficient of t raised to n, तो आप generalized form इसका लिख सकते हो. So what we'll do? We will one by one compare the coefficient of t raised to n in nth term. Then we will consider n minus 1th term and n minus 2th term. Procedure is clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Let us see step by step. आपको समझ में आएगा प्रूफ में. So now what we are going to do? We are going to consider ये जो सारी terms है that contains the powers of t. उसमें से हम t raised to n के coefficient क्या होंगे that we are going to see. Okay? So let me give this as double star. Give this equation as double star. So from this double star, coefficient of t raised to n is, अभी पहले ऊपर वाली टर्म में फाइंड आउट करो कि t raised to n कहाँ पर आएगा. n is any number. n is any number. Once we find out for t raised to n, we can generalize it by putting n is equal to 1, 2, 0 and so on. 0, 1, 2 and so on. So this is what coefficient of t raised to n. यहाँ पे t raised to n है, नहीं है. यहाँ पे है, नहीं है. यहाँ पे है, नहीं है. t raised to n कहाँ पर है? यहाँ पर. Once you have t raised to n here, so you have to go for this bracket expansion. In the bracket expansion, if you see, the first term is related to t raised to 0. That means there is no term containing p. That's why when I multiply this factor with this first term of the square bracket, you can see power will be t raised to n. When you multiply this factor with the next term, you already have t raised to n plus 1. So coefficient of t raised to n occurs only when I consider product of these two. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I can say from double star coefficient of t raised to n is what it will be. यहाँ से हम लिखेंगे तो it is 1 into 3 into 5 और it will go up to 2n upon 2 raised to n factorial into 2x whole raised to n. बाकी कोई टर्म नहीं आएगा.
Ma'am, it's 2n minus 1. They're odd numbers.
Why?
1 into 3 into 5, I mean, they are all odd numbers. So it's 2n minus 1 in the end.
Just a moment. Odd numbers है, that is the correct one. Odd numbers है, लेकिन यहाँ पे जब आप expansion हमने लिया था 1 by 2 n minus 1. It is 1 plus with minus 1. So in that way, we will have only 2n factor remaining. How it would be 2n minus 1?
मैम ये 2n थोड़ी आएगा, -1/2 प्लस n नहीं होगा.
Which one?
अब ये आपने जो किया 1/2 प्लस n माइनस 1.
a plus n minus 1 है ना? What is
Yes.
it?
1/2.
So I have just put 1 by 2 over here.
1/2 minus 1 is -1/2.
I have just taken the LCM bt.
मैम फिर भी 2n-1/2 होगा ना, एलसीएम लोगे तो भी।
I am not writing right now LCM. I have just written the numerator number. 2 raised to n already I have considered over here. LCM I have already considered over here. But how it will be right?
જે ABCD શીખી ગયા છે તો જો અહીંયા A થી Z લખોમાં પહેલો મૂળાક્ષર છે A તો એને તમારે ટપકા જોડવાના છે તો શું બન્યું હવે લખો ચાલો A
Yeah. So let us come to this one. A sub n is
Ma'am,
मैम
मैम अगर आपने यहाँ पे एलसीएम लिया तो वहाँ पे -2 नहीं होगा?
1/, हाँ
Sorry. Just a moment. This
Yes,
is -2. So it is 2 minus 1. You can see from here. The expansion is 1 into 3 into 5. N many factors of 2 raised to n in the denominator, and the expansion of this will be 1 into 3 into 5 up to 2n minus 1. So please make the correction. This factor will be 2n minus 1. Jahan par bhi the ending term is 2n, you just make the correction that it is 2n minus 1.
यस मैम
Is that clear? I have forgotten.
Yes, ma'am.
That is what my mistake. Sorry for this one. Thank you, Arvind.
yes, ma'am.
So is it clear now? So this term will be 2n minus 1. So you can see that 2n gets cancelled, and we'll have here it is just 1 into 3 into 5 up to 2n minus 1 upon 2 raised to n factor gets cancelled. So this is what just we are getting this as. Okay, so this is what the coefficient of t raised to n in this term. Now we will compare the coefficients of t raised to n minus 1. तो t raised to n minus 1 यहाँ पर कहाँ पर आएगा तो बताओ मुझे.
Ma'am, I have a small suggestion.
Sorry.
I have a small suggestion. I mean, we can have a general form for the product of odd numbers from 1 to 2n minus 1. Make things easier.
For what which thing you are talking about, Arvind?
1 into 3 into 5 till 2n minus 1. There is a general form for that in factorial expression. Maybe it will make.
That is the general one. That is the general one, and this is nothing but the coefficient of t raised to n, right?
Yeah. I understood that. I mean, I'm saying for the product of odd numbers from 1 to 2n minus 1, we can write it concisely in a form. That's what I was saying.
That is what I am asking. What it will be?
It will be 2n whole factorial.
Sorry.
2n whole factorial by 2 raised to n.
I am asking you, Arvind, for the coefficient of 2t raised to n minus 1.
Yeah, okay. I got that. I mean, I was saying the general form for the product of odd numbers from 1 to 2n minus 1.
You are giving answer of this one, or you have some query?
No, I'm not saying the t raised to n minus 1 thing. I mean, the product of odd numbers from 1 to 2n minus 1, there was a concise form for that. That's what I was saying.
Means you are talking about this numerator?
Yes, there is a concise form for that.
Yes, so
Compact.
means in that case you can multiply to what you can say those numbers 2 into 4 into 6 up to 2n, and you can have the 2n factorial. In that way you can set it.
Exactly, exactly.
Yes,
That's what
but
I was
right
saying.
now we are not going to use it. You give this
Okay,
as
okay.
just a form because we are going to convert it in terms of the Legendre polynomial. And if you remember, for the Legendre polynomial, this was the A0 we have already considered. So we are going to keep it in this form only.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting it?
Got it. Got it. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Got it.
So the question is now when we compare the coefficient of t raised to n minus 1, ये सब सारी प्रोसीजर क्यों कर रहे हैं कि हम ये सीरीज को t raised to n के पावर्स में लिख पाए. तो उसके लिए हमने t raised to n के कोएफिशिएंट फाइंड आउट किए. अब हम फाइंड आउट करेंगे t raised to n minus 1 के, फिर फाइंड आउट करेंगे t raised to n minus 2 के. Once you have three terms, you can make the generalized one that ये कौन से पैटर्न में फॉलो हो रही है तो उससे जनरलाइज्ड फॉर्म मिलेगा आपको और उसके फॉर्म से हमें ये पूरा जो टर्म है that will be converted in terms of just the power of t raised to n. यहाँ पे आप देखोगे कि t के अलग-अलग पावर है तो वो पावर्स के कोएफिशिएंट्स करस्पॉन्डिंग क्या होंगे that we are going to see. And just we have considered the first term. Now we will compare the coefficients of t raised to n minus 1 from this term. तो आप देखोगे तो t raised to n minus 1 term means this is the term which is with the t raised to n power. So preceding term of this will have the power t raised to n minus 1 और उसका सारा जो term आएगा बाद में that will be multiplied with all these terms. So what will be that term that I am asking? प्रीसीडिंग टर्म है तो फैक्टर्स कौन से होंगे वो बता दो चलो मुझे. पहले तो ये कहां तक जाएगा n था तो 2n 1 तक गया तो n 1 है तो उसके n 1 प्रोडक्ट होंगे तो वो कहां तक जाएगा 1 3 5
1 into
पहले वाला फैक्टर
2n minus
2n minus
3.
3 it could be 3 आगे है तो 2 आएगा ऐसा नहीं. It is with the difference 2. It is with the difference 2, hence the preceding factor of 2n minus 1 has to be 2n minus 3, denominator 2 raised to n minus 1. जहाँ पे भी n है वहाँ पे आपका n minus 1 हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे n minus 1 factorial 2x raised to n minus 1. So you can write the statement now. Now coefficients of t raised to n in n minus 1th term. पहले ये n टर्म में हमने किया था. Now we are going to consider t raised to n के n minus 1th term में कौन से कोएफिशिएंट्स आएंगे. So that is nothing but यहाँ पर what should I write? That is equal to 1 into 3 into 5 कहाँ तक जाएगा n minus 1th टर्म है तो ये फैक्टर आएंगे 2n minus 3 then 2 raised to n minus 1 n minus 1 factorial और जो आपका एक्सपेंशन है यहाँ पे आएगा t raised to n minus 1 और एक्सपेंशन में कहां तक जाएगा. इट वुड बी summation k is equal to 0 to let me write the whole term because you are not getting what I am saying. Is it so? ये होगा या नहीं? Sorry, I forgot to write NC k form. एक मिनट सब यहाँ पर ध्यान दो. यहाँ पर ध्यान दो.
n minus 1 minus k.
लिखना बंद करो अभी. Just a moment. And यहाँ पे देखो आप. This is nothing but this factor as it is. Into it is the binomial expansion we have considered it as minus 1 raised to k and ck 2x raised to n minus k into t raised to k. Right? We have already t raised to n and this 1 into 3 into that factor 2 raised to n and factorial. ये आपके पास है। जब आप इसका प्रीसीडिंग टर्म लोगे तो क्या होगा, तो प्रीसीडिंग टर्म में ये जो फैक्टर है दैट विल बी दिस फैक्टर 1 into 3 into अप टू कहां तक जाएगा, वो 2n minus 3 तक जाएगा। 2 raised to n का प्रीसीडिंग फैक्टर क्या है, तो आप देखोगे 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 square up to, तो n minus 1 टर्म लोगे जब, तो इट विल बी 2 raised to n minus 1, 0 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, so n minus 1th term, so it will be n minus 1 factorial, t raised to n power, t square t cube, t raised to n power, so n minus 1th term, so t raised to n minus 1 into nth term में आपके पास ये binomial expansion है, the series goes from 0 to n. So when you consider n minus 1th term, so it will contain 2x minus t whole raised to n minus 1. और उसका जब आप binomial को expansion लोगे, you will have this formula. Yes or no? And we are right now right now we are trying to get the coefficients of t raised to n in n minus 1th term. So will it be this one only or not?
It will be, ma'am. There is only one small correction. It's in the binomial expansion. It's 2x whole raised to n minus 1 minus k.
Yes, it will be. It will be. Of course, yes. Because n is replaced by n minus 1, no? So n minus k minus 1 and t raised to k. So will it be this one? Everyone
Yes.
Agree with this one or not?
Yes, ma'am.
और सिमिलरली जब हम t raised to n minus 2h टर्म में जब कंपेयर करेंगे तो यहाँ पे को आपका फाइनाइट सीरीज कहाँ पे रुकेगा, इट विल बी k is equal to 0 to n minus 2 और corresponding changes over here. This is 2n minus 3 था यहाँ पर, so it will end up with 2n minus 5, right? So let us write this one.
Yes, ma'am.
So what it will be actually? Let us expand this. So the factor 1 into 3 into 5, 2n minus 3 upon 2 raised to n minus 1, n minus 1 factorial, t raised to n minus 1. Expand करेंगे हम तो k is equal to 0 के लिए ये क्या हो जाएगा, k is equal to 0, so minus 1 raised to 0 1, n minus 1 c 0 is also 1, 2x raised to k is equal to 0, so this is now the term 2x raised to n minus 1 into t raised to 0 plus, so minus 1 raised to, now k is equal to 1, so this plus sign will be minus 1 n minus 1 c1, what it will be, n minus 1,
n minus 1.
yes, it is n minus 1 and here k is equal to 1, so the power of it will be 2x raised to n minus 1 minus 1,
Minus 2.
so it will be n minus 2 into t power 1 plus, it is the finite term but we are not going to write it because we want the power of t raised to n, and here from here you have the power of, now multiply t raised to n minus 1 with all the terms. क्या चाहिए हमें चाहिए कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ t raised to n, और t raised to n कहां से मिलेगा आपको, यहाँ पे देखिए it is 3 raised to 1, so when you multiply this with this one you will have the powers of t raised to n, and hence क्या कंसीडर किया था, n minus 1th टर्म कंसीडर किया था, and now we will get the coefficient of t raised to n in n minus 1th term, and what it will be, let us write it down. So that is equal to पहले तो जब हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, माइनस साइन आएगा पहले तो t रेज़ टू n के पावर्स में, यस और नो?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Should I directly write or form, coefficient of p raised to n in previous terms is equal to, so that is this one, 1 into 3 into 5, 2n minus 3 upon 2 raised to n minus 1, n minus 1 factorial. और यहाँ पर ये वाली टर्म यूज नहीं करेंगे because it will give you 2 raised to n minus 1 coefficient. So we will use this one. So I will write minus sign over here because of this one, and it will be n minus 1, 2 raised to n minus 2, x raised to n minus 2. लेकिन आप देखोगे जनरलाइज्ड फॉर्म में लेजेंडरी पॉलिनोमियल में मैंने जब आपको दिखाया था तो जनरलाइज्ड कोएफिशिएंट जो a0 हमने लिया था जब डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन सॉल्व किया था तो उसका फॉर्म कहां तक 1 into 3 into 5 अप टू कहां तक जाता था तो 2n minus 1 तक जाता था. तो to have 2n minus 1 we will multiply and divide this 2n minus 1 factor over here. So this will together will give you 1 into 3 into 5 up to 2n minus 1. In the denominator we'll have this one, and let me multiply and divide n over here so that we can compare the terms. क्यों? क्योंकि n में जब आप देखोगे n के कोएफिशिएंट्स हमने कंपेयर किए थे तो उस टाइम पे वहां पे फैक्टर क्या था? You can have a look. 1 into 3 into 5 up to 2n minus 1. n factorial था यहाँ पर 2 raised to 0 2 raised to n cancel हो गया था. So here also you can either cancel it out or you can keep it as it is, right? So to have the terms n minus 1 into, I have just multiplied divide n over here and 2n minus 1 over here. So that simplified version I will write it here. 2 raised to n minus 1 है, यहाँ पे 2 raised to n minus 2 है, तो n जब cancel होगा 2 raised to n minus 1, you will have 2 in the denominator over here. Then you will have n minus 1 factorial here. यहाँ पर आएगा n into n minus 1 upon, already you have n, and x raised to n minus 2. It's 10:07. So यहाँ पे हम लोग स्टॉप कर रहे हैं. Okay. Tomorrow we will see this कि n-2 के फॉर्म में क्या होगा जनरलाइज्ड फॉर्म, और उसके बाद we will try to find out the corresponding terms of that infinite series, and then we will come to know about this proof. Will it be okay? No? You try for this one कि n-2 टर्म के लिए आपको क्या मिल रहा है. Second thing I would like to announce that I have already given you assignment 2 Saturday, and the deadline for it is, I have kept it as next Saturday, and the date is 29th. So if you have a doubt, please let me know. We will solve it out. The time is sufficient, no? 15 days for those examples?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Because there are only 6 examples for the series solution and 5 examples for the ordinary and singular points.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you want to extend the date, please let me know, but in advance. Once you are not able to finish it, please let me know. But right now the due date is 29th.
Okay, ma'am.
Keep in mind. Aniket bhai sahab, aap aaye ho aaj? No, Aniket is not there. Okay, fine. If you don't have a doubt or anything else you want to ask, then you can leave the meeting.
Thank you, ma'am.